Picture a boy standing at the edge of the world. The sea stretches out before him, endless and glittering. Giant ships drift away on the horizon. And this little boy, he screams at them. He screams with everything he has. Take me with you. But the ships keep moving. The ships never stop. This is the story of Amiro. And it will stay with you long after it ends. The year is 1984. The place is Davandeh, Iran. A dusty, sun-scorched port city on the Persian Gulf. Oil refineries tower over the skyline. Foreign ships pass through every single day. Wealth flows through this city like water. But none of it belongs to Amiro. He is 11 years old. He has no mother. He has no father. He has no one. His home is an old, rusted, abandoned ship, beached on the shore like a forgotten thing. But this is all Amiro has. And he makes it his. Every morning, Amiro wakes before the world does. He washes his shirt in a rusty oil drum. He slicks his hair back. And then, he goes to work. Because at 11 years old, Amiro is already a survivor. He shines shoes for sailors and officers. He sells cups of cold ice water on the hot docks. He dives into the dirty sea to collect empty bottles, thrown overboard by foreigners passing through. He wades through garbage dumps, searching for anything he can sell. This is his life. Day after day after day. The world around Amiro is not kind. Older boys bully him. They steal his bottles. They take his water without paying. Grown men push him aside like he is nothing. There is one scene that breaks your heart completely. A man takes a glass of Amiro's ice water. He drinks it slowly. Every last drop. Then he looks Amiro straight in the eye and walks away without paying. Amiro stares after him. He doesn't chase. He doesn't cry. He just watches. The quiet understanding of a boy who has been cheated so many times, he is no longer surprised. But here is what makes Amiro different from every broken boy in every sad story. He refuses to give up. Not once. Not ever. When older kids race him to a block of melting ice, he runs harder. He runs like his life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. That ice is a trophy. Proof that you were fastest. Proof that you existed. The race across the oil fields, under the blazing sun, bare feet on scorching ground, is one of the most beautiful and painful things you will ever see on film. All for a melting cube of frozen water. And Amiro runs. He always runs. Running is Amiro's language. When the world is too loud, he runs. When he is angry, he runs. He tears through the narrow streets of Davandeh. He sprints along the waterfront. He races the trains with his thin arms pumping. He watches planes roaring overhead and runs beneath them like he is trying to keep up. The planes and ships are going somewhere. Better places. Places where a boy like Amiro might be worth something. He yells at the departing ships. Take me with you. He cannot even read. But he knows that out there exists. And he wants it. There are small moments of joy scattered through Amiro's hard life. He finds friends among the other poor kids along the waterfront. Boys just like him, surviving on cleverness and stubbornness. They laugh together. They fight together. They race through the dust and heat together. He listens to music drifting from the sailors' radios. Louis Armstrong singing about a wonderful world. Nat King Cole circling the globe. The music swirls around him like a dream. For just one moment, the world is wonderful. Then the music stops. The ships move on. And Amiro is still here. But something is shifting inside him. He watches the foreign workers reading newspapers. He stares at signs he cannot understand. He flips through magazines full of pictures from places he has never been. And slowly, a realization dawns on him. Reading. That is the key. If he can read, he can understand those other worlds. If he can understand them, maybe he can reach them. Maybe the ships and planes are not just for other people. He begins teaching himself to read. Tracing letters in the dirt. Sounding out words with his lips moving silently. He is ferociously, desperately hungry. Not for food, but for knowledge. You watch him and you realize something important. This boy is not running away from anything. He is running toward something. He just doesn't know yet what that something is. Near the end of the film, there is a scene you will never forget. Amiro stands at the water's edge. The sun is going down. The sky burns orange and pink. And there, in the distance, another ship is leaving. Growing smaller and smaller. Amiro watches it go. He opens his mouth. And he screams. Not in sadness. Not in defeat. In pure, raw, desperate longing. Take me with you. His voice cracks across the evening air. The ship does not stop. The ship never stops. But this time, something is different in his eyes. Because Amiro is not just wishing anymore. He is working. He is learning. He is running. And the way he turns from the water and starts running again down the shore tells you everything. He is going to make it. Maybe not today. Maybe not this year. But someday, this boy is going to reach those other worlds. The Runner is not a movie with a dramatic ending or a final victory. It is something rarer and more honest than that. It is a portrait of pure, unbreakable human will. Director Amir Naderi drew from his own childhood in Davandeh to make this film. He was Amiro. He was that orphaned boy, diving for bottles, running through the heat, screaming at ships. And he did make it out. He became one of the greatest filmmakers in the world. So the next time life feels too heavy, think about Amiro. An 11-year-old boy. No parents. No home worth the name. No education. A whole world determined to overlook him. And still, he runs. Every single day, he runs. Not because he knows where he is going. But because standing still was never an option. Some people are just built that way. Built to run. Built to keep going when everything says stop. Built to scream at ships until one day, the whole world stops to listen. Amiro was one of those people. And somehow, so are you.